Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Stella McCartney. Stella Nina McCartney, OBE, is an English fashion designer. She is the daughter of former Beatles member Paul McCartney and American musician, photographer, and animal rights activist Linda McCartney. Like her mother, McCartney is a firm supporter of animal rights and is particularly known for her use of vegetarian and animal-free alternatives in her work. Early life. McCartney was born in Lambeth, London, the second child of Beatle Paul McCartney and American photographer Linda McCartney. She is named after her maternal great-grandmothers. As a young girl, McCartney traveled the globe with her parents and the group Wings, along with her siblings, older half-sister Heather, older sister Mary, and younger brother James. According to her father, the name of Wings was inspired by Stella's difficult birth. As his daughter was being born by emergency cesarean section, Paul sat outside the operating room and prayed that she be born on the wings of an angel. Despite their fame, the McCartneys wanted their children to lead as normal a life as possible, so Stella and her siblings attended local state schools in East Sussex, one of them being Bexhill College. McCartney has said that while attending state school, she was a victim of bullying, as well as being a bully herself. Beginning. McCartney became interested in designing clothes as a youth. At age 13, she designed her first jacket. 3 years later, she interned for Christian Lacroix, working on her first haute couture collection, honing her skills working for Edward Sexton, her father's Savile Row tailor, for a number of years. She studied her foundation at Ravensbourne College of Design and Communication, followed by fashion design at Central St. Martin's in the early 1990s. She graduated in 1995. Her graduation collection was modeled by friends and supermodels Naomi Campbell, Jasmine Le Bon, and Kate Moss for free at the graduation runway show. The collection was shown to a song penned by her famous father, called Stella Mayday. The show made front-page news, and the entire collection was sold to Tokyo, a London boutique. The designs were licensed to Browns, Joseph Bergdorf Goodman and Neiman Marcus. In 1998, she designed her sister Mary's wedding dress for her wedding to television producer Alistair Donald. A lifelong vegetarian, McCartney does not use any leather or fur in her designs. The Guardian described her in 2015 as a consistent and vocal supporter of animal rights. She supports PETA. Some of McCartney's designs have text that elaborates on her no animal policy. For example, one of her jackets for Adidas says, "Suitable for sporty vegetarians," on the sleeve. A pair of her vinyl and ultra suede boots were marketed specifically as being vegan-friendly, although her use of oil-based synthetics still raised ecological concerns. However, she does use wool, silk, and other animal-derived fabrics in her designs. In March 1997, McCartney was appointed creative director of Paris fashion house Chloé. Following in the footsteps of Karl Lagerfeld, Lagerfeld was less than impressed with the house's choice, stating, "Chloé should have taken a big name. They did, but in music, not fashion. Let's hope SHES as gifted as her father." Despite initial skepticism, McCartney's designs have enjoyed considerable commercial and critical success. She was accompanied to Chloé by her assistant and friend Phoebe Philo, who later replaced her as design director. In 2001, McCartney launched her own fashion house under her name in a joint venture with Gucci Group and showed her first collection in Paris. McCartney now operates 17 freestanding stores in locations including Manhattan Soho, London's Mayfair, LA's West Hollywood, Paris's Palais Royal, Barcelona's Passeig de Gracia and Milan, and recently opened doors in Rome, Miami and Houston. Her collections are now distributed in over 50 countries through 600 wholesale accounts including specialty shops and department stores. In 2003, McCartney launched her first perfume, Stella. In January 2007, McCartney launched a skincare line, Care. The 100% organic line includes 7 products, from a cleansing milk made with lemon balm and apricot to green tea and linden blossom floral water. In 2008, she launched a new lingerie line. In November 2010, the Stella McCartney Kids collection was launched for newborns and children up to age 12. In June 2012, McCartney invited the Soul Rebels brass band to perform at her 2013 spring fashion presentation hosted at the New York Marble Cemetery in New York City on the 11th of June 2012. Other guests invited to the party included Anne Hathaway, Jim Carrey, Anna Wintour, Annie Leibovitz, Lauren Hutton, Amy Poehler, Solange Knowles, Petrick, Greta Gerwig and Andre Leon Talley. Also in 2012, McCartney was part of the book The Sustainable Fashion Handbook. In November 2016, McCartney launched her first menswear collection. The collection is made up of many athleisure, pajama-like casual outfits. McCartney said her father had provided inspiration for the collection. Collaborations. In 2004, Stella McCartney was the designer of clothes for Madonna's Reinvention Tour, Annie Lennox's Summer Tour, and Gwyneth Paltrow's and Jude Law's costumes for the films Sky Captain and The World of Tomorrow. She also launched a joint venture line with Adidas, establishing a long-term partnership with the corporation in September 2004. This line is a sports performance collection for women. In 2005, she designed a range of clothing and accessories for H&M to boost public awareness of her own brand and to create more affordable options for her fans. The line was released in November of that year and sold out almost immediately on launch day in record time. On the 12th of March 2007, McCartney's limited edition 42-piece range was released to just 100 Target stores exclusively in Australia. The range was priced from $30 for a silk scarf to $200 for a taffeta trench coat. In January 2008, McCartney's collaboration with lingerie label Bendon was scheduled to be released to department stores, specialty stores, and Stella McCartney stores. McCartney was also scheduled, in early 2008, to release a line of handbags for Le Sport Sac. The collection has 30-40 styles and priced at $200,500. The collection consists of travel bags, luggage, baby accessories and bags for mothers with infants and toddlers. The line is sold at high-end retailers, the Los Angeles and New York Stella McCartney stores, select Le Sport Sac boutiques, and will be available for purchase online. Since starting her own label, McCartney has also collaborated on projects with several artists including Gary Hume, R. Crumb, Jeff Koons, David Remfry and Ed Ruscha. In January 2010, McCartney announced she would be collaborating with Disney to create an Alice in Wonderland-inspired jewelry collection. In July of the same year, together with Peter and eco-designer Atom Chantharani, McCartney worked to petition the British Ministry of Defence to cease the use of Canadian black bears as the fur for their guards' hats. As of yet, the military has not taken up the change. In October 2010, Stella relaunched her designers for Target range in Australia. Priced at $30,249. It proved less popular than its previous iteration. In July 2011 she participated at the catwalk of the Branderie fashion show in Barcelona. In September 2011, Stella McCartney's costume designs for the New York City Ballet's Ocean's Kingdom premiered in New York. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.